A former president is openly questioning whether a major US military campaign achieved its goals, and now a new debate is taking center stage across Washington. Former President Barack Obama is making headlines after arguing that the United States may actually be worse off following the recent conflict with Iran. In a series of television interviews, Obama challenged the results of President Donald Trump's military strategy and raised doubts about the long-term values of the administration's newly announced agreement with Tehran. Speaking to NBC's Today, Obama said the United States fought a costly war, spent billions of dollars, placed significant pressure on the military, and suffered major consequences, only to end up in a position that he believes looks similar to where things stood before the conflict began. The comment came after President Trump launched a military operation against Iran on February 28. The campaign targeted nuclear facilities, military sites, and key infrastructure connected to the Iranian government. After months of fighting, both sides reached a memorandum of understanding designed to reopen the Strait of Hormuz and establish a framework for future negotiations over Iran's nuclear program. Obama welcomed the ceasefire but argued that the conflict might have been avoided altogether. He pointed to the 2015 Iran nuclear agreement negotiated during his administration, saying Iran had agreed not to pursue nuclear weapons under that deal before the United States withdrew from it in 2018. In an interview with ABC's Good Morning America, Obama said he is doubtful that any new agreement reached by the Trump administration will be significantly different from the deal negotiated during his presidency. He also emphasized the diplomacy, arguing that military action often creates long-term consequences that are difficult to predict. The debate is drawing strong reaction from both supporters and critics of the two approaches. Supporters of Obama's position argue that diplomacy helped limit Iran's nuclear activity and reduced the risk of a larger regional conflict. They believe the original agreement created a safeguard that we are working before the US exit. On the other side, Trump administration officials strongly defend the military campaign. They argue that US strikes severely damage Iran's nuclear infrastructure and missile capabilities, giving Washington greater leverage in negotiations. Administration officials also say reopening the Strait of Hormuz could improve global energy markets and help ease inflation pressure that affect American consumers. The disagreements highlight a larger question that has shaped the US foreign policy for years. Is diplomacy enough to address threat from Iran, or is military pressure necessary to achieve lasting results? As discussion continues, lawmakers, foreign policy experts, and political commentators are closely watching the next phase of negotiations. The success or failure of the new agreement could influence US strategy in the Middle East for years to come. This story is still developing, and we will continue following the latest updates. What do you think about this issue? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to Morning America for more news and analysis.